If you've been on TikTok or Instagram, most likely you've seen one of the viral dresses that has tens of millions of views and has gone absolutely viral on social media. In this video, let's take a look at some of these viral dresses from a sewing perspective. Now, we're going to start with this wrinkle set from Zara collection. This video has over 10 million views and 1.7 million likes, so it definitely qualifies for viral status. But I do believe it went viral for not so good reasons, because the comments are actually pretty brutal. Now, looking at this collection from sewing perspective, the very first idea I had is how they made those wrinkles. Now, one of the ideas I have is that they used a fabric manipulation technique where we take a fabric that has thermoplasticity and we mold it into a different shape using heat and moisture. I actually did last year a variation of this technique where I took faux leather, I took some beads, and I wrapped the beads in the fabric very tightly and then secured with a thick thread. Then I took my steam iron and steamed it for good 10 minutes, always giving a lot of steam, always giving a lot of heat. And after the fabric cooled down, I took out the beads and the fabric has transformed from smooth fabric into this bubbly texture. Now, this is of course one of the variations that you can do using this technique. You can of course create pleats, or like in the Zara set, you can create wrinkles. Now, looking at the Zara website, I was able to find the sweatshirt from this collection that cost $70 in United States, and it says that it's made from 100% cotton. Now, cotton is not a thermoplastic fabric. However, when we take a closer look at the composition of the sweatshirt, we see that the outer material does use polyester. So I am not 100% sure if they have used this particular fabric manipulation to create those permanent wrinkles. But if you want to create something like this at home, you can very easily do it with synthetic fabrics or other fabrics that have thermoplasticity like silk. Personally, for me, when I did this fabric manipulation technique, that was one of the most entertaining fabric manipulation techniques I have ever tried. If you have a spare evening, I definitely recommend giving it a try. Now, this next dress is this absolute viral H&M sweater dress that has been going viral since last year, and now that we are again in autumn season, it's going viral again. This dress has lots of videos. I've seen videos that have 40 million views, 10 million views, million views, so it's definitely a very viral dress. Now, the videos that went viral with this dress claim that this dress looks great on everyone. And the reason for that, in my opinion, is the skirt. Now, when it comes to knit dresses, we are very used to seeing straight cut dresses, form hugging dresses, and very rarely will we see a skater dress or a circular cut dress on chunky knit fabrics. Now, this is simply because if you want to cut a chunky knit fabric into a circular shape, the sides are not going to hold shape and they will start dragging and sagging, and the skirt will lose its shape very quickly. And because of that, if we're working with chunky knit fabrics, we cannot really cut them into the shape and they have to be knitted into the shape, making the process a bit more difficult and requiring more yarn than compared to the simple straight knitted dress. So in my opinion, this is the main reason why this dress went viral. But what didn't went as viral are alternative videos showing what happens to this dress after a wash. Now, I've probably seen maybe 1 or 2 videos showing how this dress looks after the first wash. And in the videos I've seen, the dress looks like it piles up pretty bad even after the first wash, and as the creator of the video says, they're using perfect washing conditions. Now, the piling is very common when we have acrylic material, which this particular dress has quite a lot. Acrylic material is synthetic material which is created kind of to mimic wool fabric, so it has a very soft to touch feel. Acrylic is a fabric that is not breathable and is actually one of the least breathable materials, and because of that it is often put into garments that need to contract heat such as sweatshirts, sweaters, like gloves, shoes, or something like that. Now, because acrylic is very prone to piling, it has to be washed not in hot water, not in cold water, but in warm water, and it still may pile up. But for me personally, I try to not buy chunky knit garments that are made using acrylic because acrylic is not breathable, and I very often tend to overheat in these types of fabrics. So instead of getting something like this, I tend to use like sweatshirts that have 100% cotton and they still feel warm and yet they are breathable, or I'm looking into more natural fibers such as wool, though of course wool is more expensive and very rare to find. Now, if you like this particular dress, it is available for purchasing. It costs 38 euros in Europe and it does come in a few colors. Now, this next dress is an absolute delight for our seamstress eyes, and they went viral not because of the shape but because of this beautiful aubergine color. And this is a perfect example of how much flexibility as sewists we have when we are constructing our own garments and creating our dream wardrobes. Now, back when I was shopping for all my clothes, I do still shop for some of my clothes, but not as much as I did before I started sewing. I would go to the store and the first thing, I would have a hard time finding something that fits me. If I find something that fits me, I may not like the silhouette that is available. If I find something that fits, I like the silhouette, most likely it's available in just a few colors like gray, black, or white, and neither of these colors look that great on me, and they are not available in a more variety of colors. And on top of that, if we look at the fabric composition, then it almost makes impossible to shop for ideal clothes that I have in mind. So this particular collection is going viral because of the beautiful aubergine color, and when you're sewing your own garments, you can create any color that you want, and you're no longer limited by the very limited color selection that is often available in stores. I enjoy sewing because it's a very pleasant process, but having the possibility to choose my own designs, my own fabrics, my own colors, my own silhouettes, and my own fit is definitely a very big plus. Now, this next dress that was going viral, it was actually going viral in August when it was more suitable for the weather. It's not really that suitable for the autumn, but it's this Zara bubble dress. Now, why this dress is interesting from sewing perspective, in this year the bubble skirts have been gaining a lot of popularity, and this is actually something that you can sew and add to your existing garments even if you have very limited sewing skill set. So essentially, if you would like to recreate the bubble hem of this particular dress, all you need is fabric that holds its shape very well, so not lightweight, not very drapey, quite sturdy fabric. You fold it in half and you gather the top raw edges together and then attach it to the bottom of the dress or skirt. Now, aside from using the correct fabric for this technique, you also have to remember not to press the fold, otherwise it will create a standard gather. But if you want to create that bubble effect, you definitely don't want to press the fold at the bottom. So if you're into bubble dress skirt trend, this is a very easy do-it-yourself technique. I will link a gathering method that I like to use the most at the bottom so that you can see how easy it is to create this effect. So this next look is going to be these glitter jeans, again from Zara. Now, when I first saw these jeans, I didn't think they are that unique because I thought that the glitter is actually like crystals that are attached to the jeans. But in this next video, when they show the jeans up close, we can see that it has this very interesting raindrop effect. Now, I tried looking for how to create this raindrop effect on fabric, and the only thing I did find is that it uses a certain chemical that does create this effect. Now, I don't know how to recreate this particular effect at home using do-it-yourself products. However, if you would like to create something like this, you can consider applying crystals, or I was actually planning to apply pearls on my jeans using the pearl setting machine that I have bought a few years back. And every single year I take one project where I apply lots of pearls. Last year I have created this dress where I applied 500 pearls, and this year I am thinking about applying multiple pearls on the jeans or pants. So if you would like to do it yourself, something like this at home, there are quite a few alternatives, but they're not going to be exact raindrop effect. But if you do like these jeans, they are available for purchase for $109 on Zara website. And the final dress I want to show in today's video is this dress. When we are indoors, it's white, we are going outside and it starts changing color and it becomes this beautiful pink dress. Now this dress, or lots of different variations that I've seen of this particular dress, uses a UV light sensitive fabric. And the good thing is that you can actually buy a fabric like this and create your own UV sensitive dress, meaning that when you move from indoors to outdoors, the color of the dress will change, definitely giving the wow effect. Now I was able to find fabric like this on Etsy, but unfortunately it is very expensive, and 1 yard of the fabric costs $78, less $10 of shipping. So if you would like to create a full length dress, you would definitely need more than 1 yard, and it would really be a rather expensive dress to create. But on the other hand, it will definitely have a very big wow effect. On top of that, you may be interested in looking not only to UV sensitive fabrics, but also to other interesting fabrics, such as ones that change their color depending on the temperature. So these fabrics are not cheap, but if you're creating costumes, if you're creating a dress for an event, maybe you are creating a cosplay, you want to create that wow effect, just know that there are special purpose fabrics that will definitely have that wow effect. So here are all the dresses I wanted to show in today's video. This is the first video I'm making with this format, so let me know if you have enjoyed watching these viral dresses from sewing perspective. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye!